Hello, good morning VC, this is Steve here, the Zulu. I just want to welcome you to Dig in the Past 5. Approximately 5 months ago I started a series off in this channel, and I've done 4, and basically what I'm doing is I'm showing you stuff out of my original record collection, which is in the bedroom. I have 2 record collections, the one I keep in the sitting room, which I'm playing at the moment, and there's also the older stuff I bought mostly when it was issued, that's stored in the bedroom. And what I do is I pull out 3 or 4 records from the bedroom and talk about them. And I was looking through my channel the other day, as you do, and I realised I hadn't done one for like 4 or 5 months, and I thought it'd be time to amend it. Thank you for all the kind comments I got on my last video. I was really made up, especially people on the whole. This computer's a lot better, and I have to agree. I was watching everybody else's videos last night, and all the colours seemed a lot vibrant than they were on the last one. So this is obviously an upgrade. But what I want to do is I only got 4 records to show you. One's really obscure, the other 3 you've heard of, and I want to start with this record. The reason why I'm showing you this, because Metal Mickey talked about it recently in one of his videos, and I've had this album since it came out, and this is the Badlands album. And Metal Mickey, he put a link in where we can find why they don't reissue this album anymore. Now, this album was famous because it had Jakey Lee, who's there, and he was Ozzy Osbourne's guitarist. And this Metal Mickey, he did a critique of this album, and I agree with him. There is some really good tracks on this record, but it was something to do with Ray Gillen. They won't release it. But I watched the films, and I was really shocked, because I always wondered why you don't see much more of these albums reissued. There's also, I think the second one they did was Voodoo Highway, and unfortunately that one's escaped me, plus for the fact it's a huge premium album. But that's the track listing on the back, and the second one is a minimum of £50. I'm not spending that kind of money on it. But thanks for that, Mickey. But I'm not going into details, but Mickey did put a link on one of his videos, if you watch that. And apparently they've tried to reissue it twice and they've failed. But I just wanted to show my copy of the album. It's an excellent plus, and I bought it when it came out. That's Badlands. It's a really good album. The second one, I think I may have shown this before. This is one for Greg the Egg, but I thought I'd show it again. This is AC/DC. This is one of my favourite concert albums ever made, If You Want Blood. I've got this on CD form. I've got it 3 or 4 times in the collection. This to me is one of the greatest heavy metal concert albums ever made. It's just pure class. It's got Bon Scott on vocals, and some of the records it just pull your face off. It was Bon Jovi, AC/DC at their very best. And when I play AC/DC records, I do tend to go for this one first. It's just pure utter class. I thought I'd show this album because I was talking about albums I don't play very often last week, and I showed the River Plate one, but I thought I'd show this one today because this is my go-to AC/DC album when I play them. It's just awesome. But another album I want to show is a bit of an obscurity, and this is also an original pressing. And if you like your AOR, this is this band, Fortress. I don't know if anybody in the VC's ever come across them, but if you think Rush, if you think, what's that other band I'm thinking of? There's another band, it'll come to me in a minute, sort of early 80s AOR, rock, pop, you won't be far off the mark. This album is the original pressing. It was released on the Rhino Records in 2008, and I've had this, it's a 1980 it came out on the Atlantic Records, and I've had this album since probably about 1980, or maybe a bit after. But this record is another good record. It's just if you like that sort of stuff. Not many people like the AOR or that era of music, but I find it quite an amusing record to play. And I haven't seen many people hold it up on the VC, so I thought I'd show it. But that's the track listing at the back. Hope you can see it all right. It's very hard to get it right here, but I hope you can see the back bit okay. That's the track listing. But this is the original pressing and not the 2008 Rhino reissue. Last but not least is a comp. The reason why I'm showing you it's one of my favourites. Plus it's got some really good stuff on it as well. And that's the Metal Hammer Best of British Steel compilation. I've had this album and it's got some killer stuff on it, as you can see. The best track is Brighton's own Virus. I have got the album and that is just pure thrash metal, raw as it possibly can get. And you got all this great stuff on, and it's just a great album. And it's got like an intro. It says basically Iron Maiden and Def Leppard were the biggest bands at the time, and these sort of bands were coming up through the fold. It is a gatefold. You get picked like a collage of all the band pictures and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just great. It's in good condition, excellent plus. But I noticed we were doing compilation albums, and I don't see this one shown very often, so I thought I'd show it. But my favourite band off here is you've got Acid Rain, which are a good band, Goddess, and you got Mantis, which was another new wave, I think, of British heavy metal. But that was probably after the era, may be wrong. But the best one on here is a band called Virus, Testify to Me. That was a Brighton band, and they're just awesome, really raw thrash metal. And you got some bands I haven't heard on there as well. Oh, Lawnmower Death, God bless them, are on it as well. And Tattoo Love Boys, Read My Lips. I have got that record as well, Tattoo Love Boys. To me, that is one of the out records of the album. I bought it last year, and it should have done a lot better than it did. It's just a pure class album, and I absolutely love it. But I've just discovered that the Tattoo Love Boys are actually on this comp as well. But if you ever get a chance to pick up a Tattoo Love Boys album, do it. Anyway, folks, I'm really pleased with my camera again. The only thing I must admit I'm critical of is like a little spotlight that's shining in my eyes. You can't see it. It looks like it's one of those World War II films where you're being interrogated, you know what I mean? But apart from that, I'm really pleased with it. But I'd just like to wish everybody have a great day. And this is the Zulu saying Ton Sience, folks. And keep loving each other.